I'm just curious if you guys have aspirations to open up additional corporate locations, or are you going to, right now you've got the one store in Boston, right? We've got, if I recall from our conversation you and I had, there was you're looking at an Atlanta market, I believe, for a franchise owner.
Yeah, we started franchising since like September, and we already have signed franchise contract with one franchisee in Atlanta, and currently we are
Congrats.
doing. Thank you. Currently we are doing site selection. It's not easy. It's a very competitive market there, and
Right.
very limited options for like leasing space. So we are doing that at this moment, and we are open to like open more corporate stores in the future, of course.
Yeah.
Like New York, like maybe New Jersey and other places. We are pretty open.
Okay. Well, and I heard you say with the Boston store, it's 1,600 square feet. You could go as high as 3,000 square feet. What do you think is ideal for a franchise, especially knowing that retail space, as you said, it's kind of tough right now, right? What do you think
Mhm.
is 1,600 about that footprint, that 62,000?
Uh, yeah, I think around 2000 should be very ideal. Um, if you depends on like different locations, like if you want to open a store in the downtown area, where like it's more, like the population is more like dense. Of course, like people maybe they could get used to like a narrower space,
Hmm.
and maybe like 2000 or like even 1600 is enough. But if you like a suburb area, for example, it's better to have a slightly larger retail space.
Okay. What's the investment range to open one of your franchises?
So typically you will need a range. The range is from 180K up to 320K. Total cost,
Okay.
even including like emergency funds and the first 3 months of your employee salaries. It's a little bit conservative. It's always good to be conservative.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And what does training and support look like for from you guys?
So training is included, of course. Training is consists of in-classroom training here in Boston and also hands-on training, in our Boston store. So we offer like these two trainings before your grand opening. It's a 7-day program. And we encourage every franchise owner to be, participated along with your store manager or like your partners. It's also
Hmm.
fine. Maximum two people for this training session. We also accept if you want to choose you to be like absent owner. It's fine because Tutuland Studio is really like, you know, very easy to manage once you pass like maybe the first 2 or 3 months. So if you want to be an absent owner, we still encourage you to attend a training. It's always good to understand all the things from management of your employee, management of the store to like the daily business operations.
Sure, that's really smart. Great advice,
Hmm.
by the way, Mason, for those emerging founders that are watching or listening to this, and to making
Hmm.
sure that the owners, even if it is going to be quote unquote absentee, that they're in training. What about the type of person you think that would be really successful and thrive in your brand? I mean, I know you're new as an emerging franchisor, but
Hmm.
have you guys given a thought? You and Jay kind of talk about this is the kind of person I think we need that would really thrive in our system.
Yeah, actually, I think a two-to-land store feeds a lot of types of people. You don't need to be an expert in craft activities, of course, but we assume like you should at least have some passion or like have some show some love in craft activities. Otherwise, you won't enjoy, owning this kind of business.
Sure.
So yeah, that's number one. And it's always better to have, if you are existing business owner or like a previous business owner, you've owned a business before, or like you still own a business, and like, everything like in front of you to open a new business. And also, we provide a lot of support, from signing the franchise agreement to grand opening to also to the post op opening process. So you are get a very strong like technical a team like in your back to support you. But also we are Tutuland is suitable for like those people who are still like doing their maybe they still have their W-2 job and they want a different lifestyle and they want to quit their job or not. Maybe they don't want to quit their job. Like, these are fine. As I said, you can still like doing your daily job and at the same time owning a Tutoland studio because we can support you, we can support you on that. So it's really feeds a lot of people for Tutuland Studio.
That's awesome. What about like as a franchise owner, where should I expect to be my focus on like kind of day to day? Do you want me to get more out, basically get out in the community more and doing more of the marketing, bringing clients in, or do you expect me more operationally in running the store? Where do you think my time is best well spent?
Yeah, your time will be spent on several aspects. So first of all, like definitely, the daily, daily business operation. It mainly needs you to like check the reservation system every, at least 1 week before, because, you will determine your employees' shift based on, the current reservation system. Actually, at this moment, at least for the Boston store, and we expect the same thing for other places, 90% of our customers, they already make reservations on our website before they come. So only like maybe 10% or even less are like walk-in customers. So you can really rely on your reservation system to manage your own employees, their shift. So that's number one. Maybe also if you really enjoy doing craft activity, you want to be like a full-time owner. You can participate in daily like management on the inventory. If you're short on anything, we provide the whole supplies buy from us, and also the training on your employee and your customers. You can participate in that, and for marketing, actually we provide marketing support. We have we decided to have just one national account, but maybe in the future, if we can authorize you to have your local social media account. But at this moment, we'll support you on that, so you don't need to worry about it. All the technologies. Yeah,
that's a huge advantage, by the way, that you guys are handling the social media account for the franchise owners.
Right, because we have a marketing fee, in those fees. Whoever are interested, and they'll learn that later. But we have this marketing fund. Every franchisee and even the property store will contribute, and we'll use the money to do a national ads. This will benefit all of us.
Yeah, no question about it. Mason, have you and Jay kind of talked about your desire to just bring on single unit franchise owners versus multi-unit operators? Do you have an opinion on that?
Yeah, we prefer, at this moment, first 5 years, we prefer single unit franchise owners. And that's what we are promoting at this moment. But we are open to discuss multi-unit development plan. Actually, we have that drafted by our attorney already. So we have that in hand, but it's not what we want to promote at this moment, because we're emerging franchise, and we don't have a lot of stores. We just we want to see like a few. Absolutely, we want to see a few like open before we make maybe make any adjustment.
Thank you for tuning into the Emerging Franchise Brands podcast. For additional insights, guest applications, and to stay connected, visit us at efbpodcast.com. The Emerging Franchise Brands podcast is for entertainment purposes only, and the views expressed do not necessarily represent those of Emerging Franchise Brands, its host Frank Fumey, or Emerging Franchise Group LLC. Any discussed franchise or investment opportunity requires thorough investigation, obtaining proper disclosure documents, and expert consultation before making any investment decisions. The podcast and its host do not offer professional advice or endorsements, and they hold no responsibility for actions, representations, accuracy, or consequential damages related to the podcast content.